It's all good. Let me just start off with the scripture we got. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 14. And the Lord Yahweh power said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and thus shalt thou eat all the days of thy life.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh Shah.
Barakatah Yahweh Shah.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh Shah.
Barakatah Yahweh Shah.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh Shah.
Barakatah Yahweh Shah.
Bahasham.
Bahasham.
Rakah.
Rakah.
Kodash. Double honor to our apostles and elders, great millstone, who still well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect of Israel. Shalom. All right, with the brothers in Great Millstone, Mississippi. All right, and today we get into the topic of cursed above all beasts. Okay, and who would that be? Who is cursed above all the beasts of the field? The serpent. Now, is it a damn talking snake that was slithering on a tree? No, it's the nation of Edom. All right, the so-called white race, the people you call Caucasians today, or Europeans, Americans. All right, but their biblical nationality is that they are the Edomites, according to the Bible. And since they ruined paradise, their punishment is that they will be cursed above all the beasts of the field. Now, the beasts of the field right there is referring to the other nations. You know?
I want to prove.
You got it.
All right, this is the book of Psalm 73. All right. I think it's, yep. Psalm 73 and 22. It says, so foolish was I and ignorant, I was as a beast before thee.
Yeah, so if you're foolish to the knowledge of the Heavenly Father, if you're foolish when it comes to the knowledge of the Heavenly Father, and if you're ignorant according to the knowledge of the Heavenly Father, they'll make you a beast. You're without understanding. Okay? You're without the law, statutes, and commandments. That makes you beast-like. Okay? And it's spiritual because I use this scripture going into the topic of, Cornelius, and the vision that the Apostle Peter received. The great sheet knit at the four corners with all manner of four-footed beasts and creeping things. They represented the Israelites scattered among the other nations, scattered to the four corners of the earth. But we were compared to beasts. That's why in the New Testament we're referred to as Gentiles. Okay? But, sticking to the point, why the brother read that, you can be labeled a beast according to the Most High if you don't, live the right way, if you live lawlessly. Okay? So that's more proof that the other nations, they're called beasts. But Esau, see, he's worse than them. He's cursed above all cattle, above all beasts, because no other heathen has taken it this far. Okay? It's the reason why, going back to the very beginning, they ruined paradise. When I say they, I'm speaking about the Edomites. All right? Now, back then, the nation of Edom, they weren't referred to as the nation of Edom. Right here, they're called the serpent. Okay? What you believe through the spirit when this happened, it was a melanated man. It was a dark-skinned man with the spirit of Esau who had approached Eve. But, but basically, this guy was a black Edomite, so to speak. But see, that was the Edomites back then. All right? And through process of time, the same spirit of the serpent came back by way of Cain.
The phone had a chime.
Yeah, the spirit, bro. That spirit, bro.
God, I got some more when you have to get through.
Yeah. It came back by way of Cain. All right, and you will see the fullness of it when they will be a nation of people. the Edomites. And that's who's over us today, man. All right, but going back to what he read, since they ruined paradise, they are cursed above all the other nations.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the beasts of the field, the heathens of the world, because the field represents the world.
Mm-hmm.
And it said, you know, and upon thy belly shalt thou go. Now, showing you the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he raised up a nation of cavemen and cave women to rule over us, man. Because Esau, Edom, in her original state, they're real beast-like. You know, people call them the Neanderthals, you know, whatever you want to call them. But that's their nature. That's who's over us today. It's no secret, all right? You know, it was a secret, but I mean, hey, like that documentary we saw on Netflix, you know, The Devil You Know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, it was going to something else. You know, you're working in the factory, you know, and certain women, they were, you know, giving birth to children that had birth defects because of, you know, the chemicals in the factories. But just the fact that they called the documentary The Devil We Know. We're dealing with Esau, Edom. And like the devil was a secret, you know, like he's somewhere underground, you know.
Another dimension.
Yeah, another dimension. You see the devil every day. All right? But it said, you know, upon thy belly shalt thou go. Once again, it's not a snake. These are metaphors. You know, going back during the time of the Dark Ages, Esau, Edom was in a lower state. But you know what? They're going to return to that state too, man.
Mm-hmm.
The Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, going to put them in their fucking place, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and really, this was made to shame us. He put a very foolish, but it's in the Song of Moses, Deuteronomy 32. He put a very foolish people over us, man. You know, people, they don't know how to run the earth. You know what I'm saying? Really, all creation is just shamed right now. Everybody hurt because of these people. But then it said, dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. Now, dust represents confusion. You know? Okay, so they're just programmed to lie. They're programmed to, you know, spew out madness. They're programmed to basically bring chaos, you know, disorder to the earth, man. That's their purpose. Mm-hmm. You know, because every people on the earth has like a software program by the Most High. That's their software program to be wicked. You know, you got it, bro.
Yep. And this just prove that speaking of a nation of people that's going to sit in the dust. This is Isaiah 47:1. It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
Now, dust is going into your philosophies, like I said, you know, going into the confusion that they spew out. But also, you being brought down to a lower state. Mm-hmm. You know, hey, it says how, man, what's that scripture? How the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. You know, basically, you know, the Edomites, they're going to be in straits. In particular, the elite, they control Babylon the Great. They're going to be in straits. They're going to be in situations where they're not going to know what to do. Okay? So, but dealing with Babylon the Great herself, which is America, hey, it's sitting in the dust. You look at Biden, like, man, what the hell going on here? And that's why no other nation respects America anymore. You know, really, it's a comedy show now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got him and you got this terror bitch, Kamala, you know? Hey, but it shows you, man, the Lord is cold. You know what I'm saying? This Jake, he came to our camp yesterday, but, you know, we had asked him, you know, well, you know, Priest Abaya in particular had asked him, how does he feel about America being destroyed? You know, roughly paraphrasing. And he said he's glad. He said, you know, we just got to sit back and watch the show. So that's when you read what the brother, you know, is reading, that's what we're doing. We're watching a big movie. And it's great. This is phenomenal. The downfall of the Edomites, this is going to be the greatest downfall in existence. What brother said, they're going to take the biggest L?
The biggest L.
You know?
Ever.
Yep.
You know, because like going to the lesson, he's cursed above all nations.
That's right, bro.
Esau will get the worst destruction out of any other heathen, man.
That's right.
This destruction is going to far surpass any destruction. Like Esau, like these Edomites that we see, you know, they're just rejoicing in the earth. They don't understand, you know, what type of inheritance they got coming to them when it comes to the destruction and the captivity afterwards, man.
This is beautiful.
Yep. They gonna get the worst of the worst captivity, because right now we done had the worst captivity, you know. Yep. But see, Esau captivity gonna top that. Our destruction and what we fell from. See, Esau gonna top that from those elites
Man.
You know, going into the position they finna go into, man.
God.
You know, that Lazarus and the rich man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you say, look, just come, you know, put some water on my tongue. They gonna want some. Hey, they gonna be in a position where they just gonna want any type of relief, man. It's gonna be a constant hell, and that 1,000 years never gonna let up on Esau, man.
It's gonna be drawn out.
Yep.
Cause you know this situation we in, it feel like forever.
Mm-hmm.
Although the Lord, He's speeding up the days. You know, I mean, we see time as, you know, short, but this shit still feel like a long time. How much more when the Edomites go into captivity, the captivity that's prepared for them. That's why, hey, we tell brothers, hey man, had a mentality like fuck these Edomites. Be glad you an Israelite. You know, that's our mindset. But going back to this, read again, bro.
Come, this is Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Yeah, so you about to lose your position in the earth. You know, and these high heels leaping, but they gonna sit their ass down too. It's just that they're being used to destroy you. That's it. They're part of the Lord's instruments of war. Okay? But hey, like brother said, dealing with this destruction is gonna be the most monumental. That's why America is going to be left as an example of what happens to the wicked. You got it, bro.
Come, this is Samuel 2, 1 Samuel 2:8. It says, he raises up the poor out of the dust and lifted up the beggar from the dunghill.
You see the transition? Okay? They're going down, we're coming up. That's a shifting of worlds. Okay? And that's balance. You know, because hell, we went down and they came up. Mm-hmm. But see, it's always that exchange. That's why we tell y'all through the Spirit, you know, the controversy in the scriptures, it mainly revolves around Jacob and Esau. Mm-hmm. You know, the protagonist and the antagonist. All right? You know, you got the superhero, you got the villain. It's always going to be that way. I was meditating on my way to the brother's house. I was thinking about that movie, and also you got the video games. You know, Super Mario, you know, the Mario Brothers. But basically, the Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers, they're supposed to represent, you know, Jake. You know, those so-called Italians. Because a lot of those so-called Italians are really Israelites, man. Mm-hmm. You know, but, you know, they basically had a bum job. They was plumbers. You know, like you said, that's that poor man, mm-hmm. Lazarus. Mm-hmm. That's us. But, you know, if you got King Cooper, you know, he has another name, too. But basically, that dragon, that serpent, you know? Know what I'm saying? But he's wealthy.
That beast.
He owns the earth. Hey, bro, that shows you like the Lord controls the minds of men. Like, why would you even create a movie like that or in a video game? Mm-hmm. You know, there's no coincidence. Like, he's the last character you got to beat. You know? King Cooper. You know what I'm saying? But that's that serpent, that great dragon. All right? But the point is, going back to what Brother read, the Lord is raising us up. The poor out of the dust. Out of that confusion. You know? So, hey, this is power that we fighting over. You know, when Jacob and Esau were wrestling in the womb, it was really a fight for power. And we see that in the earth because the womb also represents the earth, what they call Mother Earth. Because the earth is like unto a woman, you know, like an incubator, you know, to house human beings. But basically, you know, they were fighting in the womb. Now we fight for that position in the earth. And they about to lose. Mm-hmm. Okay? Well, you can get a Bible shot, bro. Isaiah 52 in first couple verses.
Isaiah 52, yep. There you go right into it. Mm-hmm. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 52. All right, verse 1. It says, awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion, put on thy beautiful garments, O Jerusalem, the holy city. From henceforth there shall no more come into thee the uncircumcised and the unclean. Mm-hmm. Shake thyself from the dust.
That's it.
And rise and sit down, O Jerusalem.
So we able to sit down like on the throne. Mm-hmm. You know? That power, man. And like our apostles always push a ruling class mentality. Because it starts up here. Mm-hmm. The seat of the mind. Okay? Your spirit. Y'all kings and priests, man. We're kings and priests as long as we hold on to the truth. You know, you woke up to this truth. You got the beautiful garments on. But it begins, with your mindset being changed, man. But now you clothe with your nationality. You know that you're a Hebrew Israelite from your prospective tribes. Okay? And we know who they are too now. That's another thing. The serpent been identified, man. And that's another way that their power has been, stripped from them. Okay? You can, like I said, point out who the devil is. First, they used to be our teachers. First, used to go to court. You used to see them all the time, or you just got to deal with these people. But now we know, these the Edomites. They're not white. These are Edomites. Okay, and going back to the topic, the serpent, that's them in the beginning, and this proves that what we're speaking is the truth, because Christianity doesn't tell you. The depths to the book of Genesis. The first 3 chapters really just, period. They don't go into anything, man. And you got this guy, which Lord will, we're going to speak about him tomorrow, but this damn this coon nigga, Tim Scott, he's speaking about, make America great again. But it's like, dude, like, no. You know what I'm saying? But that's why we also tell y'all that 2/3 of our people, they're not going to make it. See, he didn't wake up. All right? Only a certain group of elect men and women are meant to wake up to this knowledge on this side. 2/3 of our people are too far gone, man. But, going back to this, it says, loose thyself from the bands of thy neck. And it goes to what Elder Apostle Tahar has brought out. It begins in the spirit, you being, released from these philosophies, but also the contracts, these adhesive contracts that Esau put on us. Now, ultimately, when Yahushua comes, he's going to destroy this system. So we're really going to be made free. You're not going to have a birth certificate or social security number, driver's license, a tag, bills, and we're tied to those bills. These are shackles. All right, these are modern day shackles. But when the Lord come back, all that's going to be done away with, man. But once again, you see the separation. Brother read in Isaiah in 47 said how Babylon is sitting down in confusion and losing power, but in Isaiah 52 we're gaining power. Okay, and it said there should no more come unto thee the uncircumcised and unclean. Which means what? We're not going to slavery again. And the serpent not going to be able to take advantage of us again, man. All right, the sons of God fell already. So what's next? Well, you got to watch the rest of the movie. Now the sons of God, look at us. All over the earth. So the serpent shook, man. Scripture say how we being set in order before your eyes. You got it, bro.
Come on. It says, O Jerusalem, loose thyself from the bands of thy neck, O captive daughter of Zion.
Right. So you breaking off those mental shackles. The mental shackle of being black, the mental shackle of being Hispanic, the mental shackle of being Native American. No, you're an Israelite. That's where the power lies. All right. Not being bound by these names that your captor gave you. Like this nigga Tim Scott. See, he wants to be black. Ain't no power in black. You in gross darkness, man. Hey, black is synonymous with death. And then you got the word, well, nigga means black, but also dealing with the word black is associated with negativity. So nothing positive can come out of that. What's positive is what we have. This that light, man. All right? And the whole point is that the serpent is losing. Shadow banning brothers' videos, beginning with the elder apostles and the elders, in Springfield, Massachusetts. Okay, taking down channels, and and whatever he's doing. Why? He's desperate, man. Hiring certain people, and Vocab did a horrible job. I'm sure the elite want their money back, man. Wouldn't be surprised if they snatch your ass up, you in a black SUV, and they'll throw you out some damn where. Or you just end up missing because you did a horrible job. Okay? And everybody they're hiring to come up against the Hebrew Israelites, everyone's losing. All of y'all, man. You know? Hey, and shalom to all the Akim tuning in. You know, shalom to El Apostle Gabar. And shalom to all you brothers, man. You know? Hey, you got it, bro.
Come, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 33. The curse of the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, is in the house of the wicked.
Cursed above all cattle. You know, there's not, you know, another reason why scriptures say the Lord declares the end from the beginning. Going into the word or the phrase reverse chronology. You know, reverse chronology. Basically, just like you watch a movie, because Esau, he'll show it in his movies. You'll see the end or the plot of the movie in the very beginning. Mm-hmm. That's what the Lord did with Jacob and Esau. That's what he did with the serpent in the very beginning itself. Mm-hmm. You know? So the curse of the Lord is in the house of the wicked. Mm-hmm. Bro, we're at the end now. Yep. Look at America. This is the house of the wicked. Mm-hmm. You know?
I just say another word for house when you go into the synonyms is lineage. So the curse of the Lord is within the lineage of Esau, Edom. Like every Edomite that's on the earth, all right, is a cursed people. Now we under the curses because of our breaching of the first covenant,
right?
You see, but they are a cursed people. Like the curses within their lineage. That's why their lineage has the blonde hair, you know, those color eyes. You know, the brother Tazwan went into it how, you know, they got those green eyes and blue eyes that, you know, that's a recessive trait. Mm-hmm. And that they can't look, like the sun really hurts their eyes. Like, you know what the sun do to their skin, you see?
Yeah.
They are a cursed people, like they not even fit to be in sync, you know, with the earth, man.
They're subhuman. And it's amazing. They turn all this around and put it on us.
And then they put it, the curse, they make it as a token of beauty. Because you have Jake or Eve, you know, going to get color contacts, you know.
Yeah, Jake want to bleach their skin.
Bleach their hair. You see? No, that's a curse on this man.
Blonde weave.
Yeah. You know?
God damn.
He gets sunburn, we get vitamin D, you know, from the sun. Showing you that this man is not meant to be here, all right, for a duration of time, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you being phased out. And we're the end thing. Mm-hmm. We was popping in the earth. Mm-hmm. You know? That is why almost every Jake got an Edomite woman now. Bro, man, this thing is immense. You know what I'm saying? This is great, you know? And you ain't saying nothing. Just wait in the kingdom. You Edomites really gonna lose. All right? Hey, them fine Edomite women, you're not gonna have access to that. You know? Hey, you got the best of our women. Mm-hmm. We speak about this earlier before we started up. Mm-hmm. The Israelite woman right now, she's a spoil of war. Our women are spoils of war. What you think about that happen to the Edomite women? And the Lord making them look fine. I mean, I know y'all brothers be seeing it. You be like, man, God, dog. You know? But hey, just wait. When we get our power, you're going to get the best of them. Mm-hmm. And for our women that hate that, you shouldn't be upset. Hey, you should be happy the Israelite man is getting payback. Look what they did to you. Okay? In the kingdom, you Israelite women, you going to be happy about that. You know? They're going to be looking at, you know, give you some more Edomite women concubines. Mm-hmm. You know, I want my man to get some revenge. I want him to get some revenge today. You know, then y'all gonna be open up to all the bad stuff that happened to you. All right, you gonna remember that? Yeah, get payback. You know, the whole point though, the curse of the Lord is in the house of the wicked. That's why you're a nation of lepers. Okay, so we can identify the wicked. Mm-hmm. You know, and when that happened, when that began with Cain, basically, it's like you know, hey, the Lord he put like a hedge about Cain, but it's like he changed his identity. Because, you know, at first Cain had melanin, you know, but when he stripped him of his pigment, he took that color from him, you know, you couldn't identify him. But now you know that that's the wicked. So they can be identified as the wicked. And that's you. All right? But you got it, bro.
Come on, this Proverbs 3 and 33. The curse of the Lord Yahweh by Shema Shai is in the house of the wicked, but he blesseth the habitation of the just.
And see, that's that balance. All right, we on the come up, they on the downfall, and that's just it. And for those of our people that don't like it, man, to hell with you. All right, you got to die on the side. You part of the problem. Okay, But hey, we're being blessed, man. Look at us. Now we may be, losing in the flesh, but hey, man, we're winning. You look at the spirit, hey, this is powerful, man. Yeah, you got it, bro.
This is Isaiah 34:5. It said, "For my sword shall be bathed in heaven."
Hey, cause they curse. It's going into detail. All right. Hey, because the Lord gonna pull up. As Jake said, they're gonna pull up. Hey, when Yahweh cracked them clouds and he comes back with that innumerable company of angels and they're traveling from the east, which they're going to destroy the armies in the east on their way, to America. But when they make it over here, delivering the elect, it's going to be a hell of a sight. And at that very same time, nuclear missiles going to be on the way too, man, to shower this place.
Yep.
Okay, but that's the Lord's sword, the nuclear missiles.
Bathed in heaven,
the atmosphere. Hey, and that's another thing. See, you damn devils, you got some type of pride on you, man. But just showing you, bro, like the Lord really raised them up. You had a good run. Y'all listen to talk radio, they was playing some old Edomite music from like the 50s. Hey, those are your glory days, man. That shit is over with. You had a long run. You can't complain about nothing. All right? But now, we're in this modern era where you want to explore space some more. You can't even take care of the earth, but you want to call yourself going to Mars, going to the moon, which you never went to the moon. All right? No, we're in the time when you're about to be judged for everything that you did. And Yahweh Shah said, he's going to avenge all the righteous blood from Abel to Zechariah. And who murdered Abel? Cain. Hey, so the Lord, he about to get you, you damn Edomites, and he gonna get you, 2/3 of our people, okay, and the other nations, but especially you Edomites. The spotlight is on you. Okay, you got it, bro.
It says, "Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea."
Now Idumea is everywhere where you Edomites are located at, but primarily America, Babylon the Great itself. Okay. Go ahead, bro.
and upon the people of my curse to judgment.
That's it right there. That's it. Okay? And that's gonna be the end of your world. Once again, they got that show on History Channel, and you can watch it on YouTube. It's called Life After People. Ain't no life after people. It tells you in Ecclesiastes there is no end of all the people. There's life after Esau. Okay? It's life after you. Devil act like because he not in power, just life just gonna stop. Everything just gonna end. Like, nah, man, you not in power.
It's gonna flourish. Hey, because when you look at all the nations on earth, everybody brings something to the table, except for Esau, Edom.
Yep.
Only thing Esau, Edom brings, to the earth is death and deception. You see, he brings nothing that produces life to the earth, because everything that he has put out, all these inventions, a lot of Jakes made these inventions, came up with these inventions, even other nations, but mainly Jake. But Esau, he'll take the invention and make it and weaponize it where it brings death. He'll take the cell phone, with Jake from down here in Jackson invented the cell phone. But what did Esau do, man? He made it give you cancer, man. You see? The airplane. Now, the plane could be used to shorten, the time for travel. But what did Esau do, man? He made fighter jets, man. You see? So the earth doesn't need this nigga, man.
I got you, bro.
You got it, bro.
All right, this is the book of Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus, chapter 39.
Yep.
Beginning at verse 25. For the good are good things created. Woo. From the beginning.
From the beginning, because everything that was in the earth, all right, everything that we needed comes from the earth, man. And see, people were utilizing things for the benefit of life. You see, even going back to Cain, what the scripture say, he was a murderer from the beginning. Speaking of Cain, the first recorded murder was Cain. So he utilized what was already in the earth to do what? To murder. You see? That's the only thing that this man brings to society is death, man. Go ahead.
Right now it says, for the good are good things created from the beginning. So evil things for sinners.
For evil things for sinners, man. All right? Because, see, people think that this is normal, like this how it has to be. You know? No, man, the elements that this man has made, because this man has really created the earth to be a death trap, man. All right? Hey, you can die in traffic. You know, you got these plant jobs. There's so many ways you can die or get hurt at these plant jobs. Like everything this man has created. Then look at because all these guns, they're made out of elements of the earth.
Yeah, it was like I was telling y'all about how I was listening to talk radio. You know, I listened to this certain podcast, and this Edomite had said, when you go back to the story of Cain and Abel, basically Cain murdered his brother with a piece of technology. You know, him forming that sword, you know, that dagger. It's a you know, form of technology. You know, so same thing. Hey, you look at today, look how far the serpent and Cain got. Today you got missiles. You know, but it can easily be something positive. And you got the brother Kuala from Missouri. Now he came from this certain stone. It's certain stone that the brother just bought, but it has lithium in it. Now lithium is in batteries. You know, so you got all types of things on the earth that used for energy sources, you know, positive energy. But now, like brother said, now it's made to kill you. But I'm gonna keep reading for you.
You got it, bro.
All right, verse 26. The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape.
And look how this man has defiled all these things, man. Here it is. You can't even go to a lake and drink water because it's so defiled. All right? The ocean. He's defiled that so much, and that's a source of life. That's a food source, and it's defiled. All right? Look at the iron. Like I said, all these weapons, all these guns, you know, that this man has brought forth, he has weaponized the planet Earth against humanity, man. The way this man has did everything, the wine, you know, this man puts gelatin in the wine. All right,
you got GMO wine now.
GMO wine, you know, this man has turned everything that was for the good of man and weaponized
it. He's blessing the sword. So, bro, what some of you always get into, the Bible is the only thing that makes sense, man. This is the only thing that makes sense. Not that shit Kevin Samuels talking about, which bro speaking about him, that guy that sold the hell out, man. You know, now he'll have some good content when it comes to, you know, getting on Eve. But, you know, the priest brother Abaya down here in our camp, he had brought out one of Kevin Samuels' recent videos, which, you know, some other brothers have done responses to it as well. But basically, Kevin Samuels, he didn't answer this one so-called black woman when she asked him, you know, about who runs the world. You know, I'm paraphrasing, you know, the conversation. But basically, you know, she even could admit that the so-called white man runs the world. Now, of course, you know, Kevin made some good points, you know, because he spoke about accountability. You know, our women need to take accountability, and that's true. That's true. But he kept trying to, you know, jump ship, so to speak, or get off the topic as far as who run the society, showing you Kevin Samuels bought and paid for, man. They got straight up Freemason. You got certain pictures of this guy. He's standing on the damn checkerboard floor. You know, certain pictures of him. He looks super effeminate. You know, but basically what Esau Edom does, he'll take certain Israelites that you really don't know about at first. He manufactures them and he'll introduce them to us on certain platforms. You know, the real Jake in. Because see, now the whole thing is about really, you know, just getting money. And this will keep your mindset in America. America about to be destroyed, man. You know? But the whole point, you know, reason why, you know, we brought that guy up, he's not your leader. Kevin Samuel's not one of your leaders. And all the rest of these guys ain't your leaders, man. You know, the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and, you know, the different brothers in these Great Millstone camps, these are the leaders of the world to come. So you're hearing the real answers, man. All right? But going back to Esau Edom, he runs the world. And his blessing is the sword. And that's the reason why it's so much destruction, man. You had something about to...
Yeah, I got a precept from the comment board. This is from Elder Pascal Bar, Daily Edification, Daily Exhortation 2, but Yum. This is Isaiah 24:5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, broken the everlasting covenant. So the earth is being destroyed under this man's rulership. Here it is, the planet Earth is made of 75% of water, but you got people right now, 2021, that don't have running water, that don't have efficient drinking water within their surroundings because everything is so defiled. How can you have a water crisis when you got all this technology? Esau got such a high IQ, but how can you have a water crisis on the earth that's made of majority water, man? You see? Why? Because the scriptures say that the wisdom of the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, man. This man is a dumbass running the earth.
Yep.
He's only wise when it comes to deceiving and manipulating, all right, someone's mindset, man.
Yeah.
But when it comes to running the earth efficiently, it's crazy. Because tell me, how can you have people on the earth where you have one people, all right, that's being plagued with obesity? They eat too much, and you have one people that's starving because they're not eating enough on the same earth, showing that it's poor management in the earth, man.
Yep.
You know? So this man has to be called out continually. Yeah, we're going to blame Eve for her accountability, but you can't leave out this guy, man.
He's the root of the problem.
Yep.
The wicked.
Yep.
You know? Hey, you read Revelation, what's that, the 6th chapter? You know, it goes into the 4 horsemen. Now, one of those horses is red, represents Esau, Edom, you know, and basically it said how power was given unto him to take peace from the earth. And it was given unto him a great sword. Once again, Esau's blessing is a sword. And the reason why our Lord came, you read in the book of Hebrews, it says how Yahweh shied through death, he might destroy him that have the power of death, that is the devil. So the reason why Yahweh Shai is coming back is to take down this man that has the power of death. When Yahweh Shai comes back, life is going to flourish, man. And that proves that Yahweh Shai is Adam. See, he's getting the serpent back in this time, man. Ain't no way, bro. Like, I'm fully convinced. I was meditating on the way to brother's house. I'm like, bro, the Lord got me. I believe. Like, it ain't no way. Like, this is it.
My heart is fixed.
My heart is fixed. Hey, bro, this is the truth, man. You know, hey, the Lord, he's coming back. You know, people want to put off that time. Nah, man, we're in that time now. You know? But, hey, the earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. You know? They going into these wicked elite, and I got a precept, you know, to match that. Weather alert. Oh, okay, come. Hey, the Lord plague in Babylon, man, tornadoes, you know. But I'm gonna read this for the bro. All right, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 16. And I got another one in Genesis after this.
Go.
Woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child.
Yeah, when thy king is a child, and the land is the whole planet Earth. You see, and the child, all right, is what? Irresponsible. You know, a child is unbalanced. You see, a child governs themselves off emotion. That's why you need parents, all right, to instill what? Discipline into a child to get them to a point where they can eventually govern themselves. So even like when you look at it like when we were little, we thought our parents were being mean for making us go to bed at a certain time. But now that we're adults, we see why. Now we have the discipline to make ourselves go to bed because we know we have to get up and do things. But see, when you're young, you don't have that foresight. You just thinking of the right now. You just want to do what you want to do and please, all right, that flesh right now. And that's how Esau runs the earth, man. It's all about right here and right now. And that's the vibration, all right, that's on the planet Earth, is everyone is concerned with the right here and right now. The earth is being destroyed. The earth is being destroyed and people are just living like there's nothing going on, man.
Yeah. And like you said, because a child needs parental guidance, and you got that one movie, Home Alone, with Macaulay Culkin.
Yep.
Hey, you saw that badass little Edomite kid, you know.
Yeah, they're terrorizing, man.
Yeah, he's home alone. But scripture say a child left himself will become willful.
Yep. Hey, because you testing missiles, but then the missiles land in the water and the food supply. That's a damn child. Like a child will do something like throw rocks. That's why you got children that break windows. Because they throwing rocks around houses and shit like that.
Yep.
You see, that's Esau, man. This man tests missiles everywhere. All right. This man is just, he a fished oysters. He's serving oysters. Here it is, oysters clean the water. That's like the filtration, for the water. And this man has them in a restaurant somewhere. That's a child, man. He's like a literal child, running the earth, man. You see?
Hey, I was telling brothers, hey, you got that movie, Judas and the Black Messiah, which is a pretty good movie for you brothers that haven't seen it. It speaks about Fred Hampton and the Chicago branch of the Black Panthers. But that shows you also if Edom wants to infiltrate, the Black Panthers, which he already got them, they bought and paid for it now. But if he wants to do that back then, how much more the truth, how he feels about the truth. The scriptures say how the Lord has set forth the apostles last. Like the truth, that was the last thing that was meant to come, Hey, but sticking to the point, they showed you in that movie how the FBI, basically, the Chicago police, they blew up one of the bases, or like the headquarters of the Black Panthers. But the way they did it, it was real childish, man. Running out the building, little explosives, Hey, that's another thing, bros. Get ready to see a lot of childish behavior by these Edomites, man. They gonna, they gonna make us look bad, because we in a time of persecution. But they supposed to, because we read about them. They're like children.
Yeah. Hey, like on the videos, when you put a video up and then it'd be a bot leave a comment talking about some sex girls.
Yeah, it's childish.
Yeah, what you doing, man?
Yeah. Hey, and I know something. On just about every brother video, beginning with the elder apostles and the elders under them, in our videos, they put those, like you said, those sex bots, got them comments up, basically like a link to a porn site and stuff like that. I also hinted this truth. Want to distract Jake with women, but that shows, like I said, Esau, he's childlike, man. And this who's running the earth? That movie, Troy, the one brother that, that committed adultery. This your prince? Like, this your ruler?
Yeah.
This the best you got? Hey, these people need to fucking go, man. But I got another one, bro. Just real quick.
Okay, you got it, bro.
All right, this is Genesis chapter 4. Just to, laying back the precept about the apostle. Genesis chapter 4 and in verse 11. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand.
Woo, hey, and that's going back to Cain.
Yep.
And Cain is cursed from the earth. Even like the way the earth is responding, the earth is under a curse because of this man's in rulership. The earth is not giving forth its strength. The fruits and vegetation get worse and worse by the year. The animals, they get worse and worse by the year, man. You see, people get worse and worse by the year because of this man's in power. The water supply, everything is in the downfall, man. Under this man's rulership, man. That's why the scriptures say the Most High gonna destroy them that destroy the earth, man. It's his rulership that's destroying the earth, man, and his poor decision making, man. You got it, bro.
Now it says, when thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength.
Hey, and that's what we see. The earth is not giving forth this strength. That's why everybody is so fatigued, because the earth is supposed to replenish the inhabitants. Well, see, the earth is losing strength. We losing strength. All right, we in our early 30s, mid 20s, late 20s, man. We supposed to be bouncing all over the place, man. You see? But wow, the only thing that keeping us really going is the Holy Spirit. Outside of that, man, there's really no enthusiasm here because we can't even replenish ourselves like we used to, but we still getting the shit worked out of us. Then plus the mental stress that's on you, man, within this society, man.
Yep.
But there's nothing to replenish us like we supposed to, man. You know, we eat the best. We try to eat the best of the worst, but it's still not sufficient. You know, like we should be sustained, man. You know.
Yeah, that's why brothers are still sickly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hey man, we just gotta get the hell up out of here. That's really the only solution. The only solution is that Yahweh Shai gotta come back, man. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, it don't matter what you do. You know, I mean, you still do your part. You know what I'm saying? Like brother said, you eat healthy, you exercise, but the fact that the earth is under poor management, bro, we through. Everything through. we just gotta be saved, man. You know, hey, they got a chicken crisis right now. Hey, so it's effed up to hear. We don't want to hear it, but to be honest, a lot of chicken ain't real. You don't know what the fuck we eating. We need to be saved. And not too long ago, they had a beef crisis. So you don't know what you're eating. The fact you got to question what you're eating. Yeah. You know, the fact, oh man, and it's a whole nother topic. The fact you got to question whether a man is a woman or a woman is a man. Yeah. Bro, now it's time for the reset.
Yeah, you gotta add that to your game. You know, I remember that song Biggie. He was like, "What's your name? What's your size?" Yeah, but now you gotta ask. You know, are you a natural born woman? You know, you gotta ask bitch birth certificate. You know, it's too much, man. The Most High is showing us tokens like just the fact that you have to ask that is a sign that all the missiles prophesied to hit America need to come ASAP. You know?
And them motherfuckers will lie to you too.
Yeah, Decepticons.
You know, so hey, that's the reason why the Lord he protects brothers, you know, from getting those women right now, because a lot of these women ain't women. You know? Like we gotta wait. Hey, brothers gotta wait on Isaiah 4, you know, but the point is, he gotta go. He gotta be stopped. And he's gonna be stopped. You know, you got it, bro.
Come. This is from the brother Dark Matter Yahweh. All right, and this is 1 John chapter 3 verse 12. It says, "Not as Cain, who was of the wicked one, and slew his brother, and wherefore slew him because his own works were evil and his brother's righteous."
Right, because see, in El Yashua, went into this basically. You know, going back to Abel, Abel basically had a priesthood. You know, he was a priest. You know, the fact he was offering up that acceptable sacrifice to the Heavenly Father. You know, and we notice with Cain, his sacrifice wasn't acceptable. And it tells you that in the book of Malachi. Cursed be the deceiver, which having his flock of male, but sacrifice to Yahweh, you know, a corruptible thing, roughly paraphrasing. You know, but basically, hey, that's what Cain did. You know? And it doesn't matter what you Edomites do, you will never be accepted. You know, you weren't created to be accepted. All right? But, you know, just saying how Cain was of the wicked one, that shows you who these people are. You know? The sons of the wicked. They are the wicked. There's a certain group of people that are called the wicked on the earth. You know? And that's why, you know, you grow up, and you look at Edomites, you like the average Edomite. Like, man, why they all weird? You know, gothic, naturally don't believe in God. You know, naturally, these are Edomites you grew up around. Naturally, just don't believe in God. You know, just distant. They separate themselves, but once again, it's very weird. And it's always like just an off spirit about them. But they're wicked. Now we understand it. Oh, well, that's the wicked. In the Bible, you got movies like Children of the Corn. You know, there's another thing too. Like Edomites, they're obsessed with horror. Mm-hmm. Like you look at a lot of these scary movies. You know, bro, we know who these people are now, and see that's what frightens the elite the most. We know who they are. You can't hide yourself. You know, hey man, this is a great moment in history, man. You know, baby, you got it, bro.
Come, this is another one from the brother Dark Matter Yahweh. This Isaiah 3 and 12. It's for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them.
Right. The serpent and Eve. Mm-hmm. You know, hey, because going back to the very beginning, it was not so. Even on the History Channel, you know, which they was going off a little bit, but they had said how Adam was a Negro. what they say he was black. Going back to the beginning, speaking about Adam, they said how he was in Africa. That's the part that was off. But Esau knows, like, why would you bring that out? The scriptures say how this man is wiser than Daniel. Oh, that's another thing. The apostle, Elder Apostle Gabar, he had said this years ago. He had said how the Edomites, you can't sleep on them. He said it, and Elder Bishop Menachzot said it. You can't sleep on the Edomites because they're the closest thing to us. So you better believe with the elite of Edom, they got our records. They got certain those family lines. This scares the shit out of them. Hey, the house of David being raised up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, can you read that again?
This is back in Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them.
Woe to the old land when our king is a child. All right? And once again, see, we're in the best part of the movie. This is where it really gets good. You should be on the edge of your seats, man. It gets exciting now. Now, our lives are on the line. But, man, we already, hey, if you count the cost.
Yeah, what life?
Yeah, what life? What life is on the line?
What you going to miss? You at work, you got to do it down. You at work getting the shit worked out of you. Then you got to do a calculus equation to figure out how you're going to pay bills, and shuffle this shit. You got to be around niggas. You got to be under, somebody, here it is. You want to serve the Lord all day, man, but you got to dedicate time, to scramble to pay bills, man. What the hell, all right? What the hell do we have here, all right, that should make us want to continue on, man? All right, because death is just going to be with Yahweh shot.
Yep.
We at rest. The scriptures say, what's that in Revelation? You got 14? Yep.
All right, got two of them for you.
Yep.
All right, this is Revelation chapter 12 and beginning at verse 11. And they overcame him, that dragon, that serpent, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb.
Yep.
And by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto the death.
Yeah, so the testimony of Yahweh Shai, all right, that's how we defeat death. Because even in death, guess what? Through their testimony, we died with their testimony, we can be resurrected. You see, there's a resurrection. We have to remember that too. There's a resurrection for the saints, and the saints gonna be resurrected to glory. So even in death, we good. Yahweh Shai is the resurrection, man. Like I say, he had to tell Martha that, man. She was tripping about Lazarus. Yahweh Shai had to kind of calm it down, like, look, I am the resurrection. Lazarus is good, man. And that's us in these times, man.
Now, I had mentioned something on the line yesterday.
Yep.
We was out on the highways, and I'm gonna get it real quick, cause this is big, man. And this happened going back 2,000 years ago, but it's gonna happen again. All right. This is the Gospel according to St. Matthew, chapter 27, and verse 51. Now, this is entitled in my Bible, "Signs Accompanying Yahweh Shai's Death." All right, and this is verse 51. And behold, the veil of the temple was rent in twain from the top to the bottom, and the earth did quake, and the rocks rent, and the graves were opened, and many bodies of the saints which slept arose.
Yep, many bodies of the saints that slept arose, man. All right, showing that what, man, Yahweh Shai, all right, has the power of resurrection. There was a power given to him by his Father. So if we die in Yahweh Shai in these last times, man, we good, man. We're leaving behind nothing, man. But what? Their legacy. You see? Go ahead.
And came out of the graves after his resurrection.
Yep.
And went into the holy city and appeared unto many.
Woo, for a testimony.
For a testimony.
Yep. And that's how,
man,
it's going to happen again. So now the saints going to rise to glory. They're going to be in those glorified bodies.
Incorruptible.
Yep.
Man, bro.
Getting ready for their crowning ceremony.
That's right, bro.
You see? You got it, bro.
Revelation 14:13. And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, "Right, blessed are the dead, which die in the Lord from henceforth."
Which die in Yahweh Shai from henceforth, man. You know? So from here on out, man, you die in your house shot, you blessed, and it's gonna go into it. Go ahead.
Yea, said the Spirit,
Yep.
that they may rest from their labors.
Yeah, you just punching out. You see? Because you prophets ain't got no retirement package. You see? We not here to retire. We here to do this until your house shot come back or we be put to death for the testimony. But either way, you just clocking out. You just getting off the clock. You know, your works are done. You know you've accomplished your works. That's why it's important to get it in now.
Do it now.
You see what King David say? A living dog is better than a dead lion. You know, so we should be in the spirit of pushing now. So if we do have to die for the testimony, it's gonna go into it.
Yeah, because Solomon.
Yep.
Yeah. It says in Ecclesiastes, right?
Okay, yeah,
Yeah, man. That's powerful because a lion is stronger than a dog. But what good is the lion if the lion is dead? Because just to make a point, since you said that, you got a lot of brothers. They came in this truth. They were powerhouses, man. You know, I was meditating on this the other day. Now there's a guy. A lot of you brothers may not know him. Now he's irrelevant now, so he doesn't matter. His name don't matter. But I just want to make a point. Now this guy, we call him Element, but he used to be called Amashabala. Now he just knee deep back in the world. But basically, going back to like 2009, you know, we used to have those country conference calls. You know, we'll be on the line with Elder Big Gad, you know, and different brothers. But but Element would be on there. And Element, he was like a powerhouse. That man, like, he was very knowledgeable. You know, I remember, like, he was breaking down how, like, when the Heavenly Father created Yahweh Shai, that man, the way he broke it down, I felt like I was in the spirit world and seeing it take place. I was wooed. But where he at now? He's that dead lion, man. Like, he's back in the world. You know? But you brothers, you still have life. You know, and a dog, dealing with a dog is known for its loyalty. It's faithful. You know? Caleb, Caleb, you know? And so, we gotta have that fight in us, man. That's why, like brother said, we really gotta do this. Whether we, go right up into the ships or we, die and come back, however the Lord have it happen, man. But going back to this, Revelation 14 and 13, and I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Right, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. Yes, saith the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors, and their works do follow them.
And their works do follow them, man. So all we can do is just push, until it's time, all right, for Yahweh Shai to come back, or it's time for us, to be put to death for that testimony. But at the end of the day, really, the prophets have nothing to lose. Hey, we like they talk about being radical and extremists. Well, we should be extremists in the faith. What do we got to lose?
Nothing.
What's here that's making us want to be here, man? You hate every day of your life with this current situation, man. Because really, the word, and being around the brothers doing these live shows, this is really more therapeutic than anything.
Yeah.
Because we'll be spazzing out if we didn't have nowhere to release. You see, we'll been spazzed out, man. So the only reason we here is to prophesy and to teach. Outside of it, man, this place has nothing for us, man.
Hey, we're going back to John the Baptist, which was in the truth, ISUPK. He was set up to do what he did. Then a time came when it was time for him to leave. That's why he was decapitated. And that right there, that was for his testimony. What happened to him? Yahweh Shai said they have done unto him whatsoever they listed, what they wanted to do with him. But hey, that wasn't the fulfillment of Revelation 20 and 4. Okay? Apostle Paul, he was beheaded. But that wasn't the fulfillment of Revelation 20 and 4. Revelation 20 and 4 is going to happen this time, man. But what we're doing now, Lord will we endure, that's going to make the process easier. Like you just said, what we got to lose, man. It's going to hurt you if you're looking back. Then you're going to be, you got your head in the guillotine. Nah, just give me the chip, Because you holding on to this shit. Fuck this shit, man. Now you got it, bro.
Let's finish in Isaiah 3 and 12. And it says, for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee, cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths.
Hey, that serpent. That's why we're here in this condition. Ultimately, it was all set up, from the beginning. Preacher was made subject to vanity. All right. But really, it's all part of the Most High's film. Because now, hey, the sons of God, once again, hey, by way of Yahweh Shai, we've risen. Okay? We getting that power back, man. Okay? But yeah, but as of right now, hey, you look at the condition of the rest of our people that are going to stay here and they're going to die. Hey, they gone. Mm-hmm. Hey, that's why you got so many these different so-called black and so-called Latino leaders. They're getting the jab, on camera. What's that one Jake, man? He plays Machete. And what's that Jake name?
I know you had that what's that Christian pastor, that woman who took
yeah she
died.
Yep. Immediately after.
Yeah, yep. They are influencing you Jakes to be put to death.
Is it some Toledo? Like Danny Toledo or something like that? Oh, Trejo, Slocky. Yeah. Danny Trejo, the water brother. Yeah. That cat, I was in the store the other day, you know what I'm saying? They got a little, cardboard signs of this guy, advertising for Tostitos chips. Like, man, you Jake sell out for some petty shit, man. And to be in some movies, but the point is, he's getting the jab, he's through. And you're going to see more of that. And just wait when the time comes for them to push that chip. Okay? And that's another thing. See, the serpent, he's doing things that the other nations, the other beasts of the field, they didn't have that spirit on them to accomplish what he's doing. You can read about what happened during the time of the Tower of Babel. The heathens building it. Nimrod, he was over Babel. And these different heathens. You know what I'm saying? They had a different things they were involved in, and you always have wickedness. But see, Esau takes to a new height. Okay, because he wants to make the whole earth a hub for Satan. Hey, it gotta happen though. You know what I'm saying? But the point is, this man, he's being phased out, man. All right, and this is the only message that our people need to hear. They don't need to listen to what you pork chop Christians gotta say, because you did nothing but destroy Jake too. See, you part of the problem as well. You got the serpent, these Edomites, so-called white people. You got Eve, our women.
Eve run most of these households, like in the Jake community. All right, the nigga community. Eve, is the head of the household.
Yep.
And she's good. And Eve wants this place to continue. Because this is her altar of worship, man.
Yeah. And to put Eve in perspective, now women are gonna be in the kingdom, but for you women that watch us, in the kingdom of heaven, you're not gonna be equal to us. You're gonna be under us. And you gotta accept that. And it's gonna happen whether you accept it or not. Now we love women. Don't get us wrong. We're not here bashing women, but everything, like the Lord said through the Apostle Paul, let all things be done decently and in order. You got your order under us. You're not above us and you're not equal to us. That's that bullshit the serpent gave you. All right? That's poison. That did nothing but destroy the men of our nation. A woman can't raise no man. They had a song like that, actually. An Israelite woman cannot raise an Israelite man. And that's why the Israelite man growing up childish, He don't know what the hell to do, man. But see, the prophets are here to put everything in perspective through the Spirit. You got it, bro.
Mm-hmm. This is the book of Malachi, chapter 1, verse 2. It says, I have loved you, said the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Shai. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, said the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau.
Right. Now, when he says he loves Jacob, he means the forefather of the 12 tribes, but the 12 tribes themselves. When he say he hates Esau, he's talking about the man Esau, the progenitor of the Edomites, but he's speaking about the Edomites as well. Because it says how 2 nations were in Rebekah's womb. So what he was speaking, what the Lord was saying, you know, there will be for the offspring, that there will be for those 2 nations. He loves the nation of Israel, he hates the nation of Edom. And it's always going to be that way. Okay? And that's why these Edomites just have a natural born hatred for us, man. We ain't did nothing to these people. But in their spirit, even if they don't know it, you know, constantly, but subconsciously, they know that the Most High hate them. It's like it's a certain spirit they got. That's why they just born not believing in the Most High. You know? And if they say they believe in the Most High, they believe the Most High look like them. But they naturally are Satanists and atheists, man. Okay? The Lord hates them, all right? And that's just what it is. So we ain't like GOCC. We know Esau, Edom are not going to be saved, man. You know? They're going to be destroyed and they're going into slavery. That's what's going to happen. All right? You got it, bro.
Gonna read on. It says, and I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
Upon thy belly shalt thou go. You know, going back to the Dark Ages. You were in the caves. And it's no coincidence, man. You got movies like Flintstones. You know? Why did they make that? And these are Edomites, you know? You watch Flintstones, these are Edomites.
The Geico cave.
Yeah, the Geico caveman, you know, and they'll say, so easy, a caveman can do it. Bro, that's the Lord showing through these people, these are the Edomites. You know, and when you look at these high-rise buildings, these skyscrapers, these are, what do you call it, a skyscraper? Like a building is scraping the sky. These are goddamn caves. Modernized caves, that's all they are. You know? Basically what the Lord is doing when Yahweh Shah makes his second coming, he's revisiting a modernized Roman Empire. You know? But, now you got it, bro.
I said modernized Basra.
Modernized Basra. You know, because ultimately going back to when you was in Mount Seir, you know, Petra, you know? But now you're more technologically advanced, just for a greater downfall. You got it, bro.
And it says, and lay his mountains and the heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places.
So that deadly one was healed. You know? And you took down Constantinople, 1453. You know, you took Jake down over there in Europe, okay? And then, you know, basically the Lord put you in hyperdrive, so to speak. You know, during Granada.
1492.
1492.
Yep.
By way of Cristobal Colon, you call him Christopher Columbus, but really his name is Cristobal Colon, which means Christ-bearing conqueror. You know? That's what the name means, showing you Christianity was really made to enslave the minds of our people. You know? The legacy of Christianity is horrible, man. Okay? So you got to really question, for you Israelites that are up in these churches, you got to really question, you know, whether or not these people were ever godly. You know, because the way they did you, when they made you Christians, hey, look that history up. How did you become Christians? Okay? But the point is, Esau returned. And that's the reason why they make it seem like we never was in power. You know? Because, you know, when another nation would come into power, they will make it seem like life revolves all around them. Because you got this guy, this philosopher, Aldous Huxley, the writer of the book Brave New World. For people that know about the book 1984 by George Orwell, which that's not his real name, but people know about that book. They also know about the book Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. And he said in a speech at UC Berkeley in California, he had said the controlling oligarchy who have always existed and always will exist. He was speaking about the wicked leader Edom. These people weren't always in power. So what type of fucking proud statement is that? But see, they act like that. When the Lord put them back in power, they're like, yeah, it's on now. What they call manifest destiny. So that happened. All right, go ahead, bro.
And it says, verse 4, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call on the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai have indignation forever.
Cursed above all cattle, because no other people are classified as the wicked, and no other people are going to be exterminated as a nation. All right? And that's going to be a great day on earth. Now, the day of the Lord, you know, when Yahweh Shah comes, the great and dreadful day of the Lord, he's going to destroy this world system. So, like you said, Esau's downfall, that never happened to anyone. But also the slavery you're going to experience, and also you being exterminated as a race. You know? Bro, you can only imagine, because see, when that finally happens in the kingdom, that's going to make everybody completely fear the Lord. A nation of people being extinguished from the earth, being erased from the earth, and we're watching it. We're going to see it, and we're going to be the ones to do it. Or, you know, we're going to be like a great fire, and we're going to set you on fire. And there should not be any remaining in the house of Esau. You think the other nations are not going to be watching that while we do it? We're going to make them watch it. And everybody going to fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Completely. The other nations, they're not going to be changed. You know, they're still going to be in those corruptible bodies. But life is going to go on after you, Esau. But you're the only nation that this is going to happen to.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You got anything else?
Yeah, this is Job 18 and 16. It said his roots shall be dried up beneath.
Oh yeah, we get this by the Edom out the too.
Come. It says, and above shall his branch be cut off.
Read it again.
This is Job 18 and 16. His roots shall be dried up beneath, and above shall his branch be cut off.
Yeah. Now, if the roots dried up, that's the end of you. Mm-hmm. That's the end, because it says it's another scripture that says how when a tree is cut down, if you got the stump of the tree, there's hope. You know, roughly quoting scripture, Salakia. You know, but the tree can grow back if you got that stump and if you got the roots. But the roots are dried up. There's no more tree, and then the branch being cut off above it, so you getting rid of it from the foundation, and then the top of it you getting rid of. So that's the whole tree. All right, that's extermination, man. You know, cursed above all cattle. He gonna burn the snake. He gonna burn the snake, man. You got it, bro.
I'm gonna get this from
come.
Not the Zakbar. Then we'll go back into Job.
Yep.
Because it's gonna tie in. This is Psalms 49 and 11. It says this from GMS South Carolina 07. It says their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own name. See, that's why we're at the point in time now. They want to create a synthetic version of immortality. Okay? They want to come up with it. Ain't no coincidence. The Lord gave them this technology for this time period right now. You know? Because they're really fulfilling this. You see? They really believe they're going to live on forever, man. Here it is. You're getting so many heart transplants. They're fighting death. Why? Because they know that they're not going to come back into power after this. You know? They know it. So that's why the devil about to come down with great wrath. The serpent not going down without a fight. All right? He's not going to willingly give up his power, man. He's going to go all out. So that's why, hey, man, it's time to lock in the spirit. You know? Because what Esau, Edom about to be doing to Jake, and what he going to be, what he going to do to some of us, which, hey, the Lord going to allow him to go so far, especially when it comes to the prophets, But it's all written. You see? Because they really fighting to hold on to this, man. Hey, that New World Order. But you're not going to be successful. Go ahead, bro. And it says, this is Job 18 and 17. It said, his remembrance shall perish from the earth.
Your remembrance is your name. And your glory, everything that was attached to Esau. All your greatness. The people still know about, Greece. They know about, the Greek Empire, the Roman Empire. it's ruins now, but you still have relics over there, and ancient artifacts. You can read about the history of Greece and Rome. But what's standing today? America. And the rest of this beast system. That's going to perish from the earth. All right? In the kingdom of heaven, ain't nobody going to be, no one is going to be thinking about America. Hey, like brother was just saying, man, this was hell on earth. Okay? So your glory going to perish and you going to perish. What's the Edomite? Go ahead, bro.
Verse back in Job 18:17, it said his remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the street.
Because he's not gonna be here. And that's why we're gonna take possession of the land of Edom. We're gonna take Mount Seir. All right. It says how Judah is gonna inherit that land. Because you put the most hell on, the tribe of Judah. But you put hell on all the tribes. But the point is, we're going to take your land because, hey, you're not going to be here. And also, we're doing that for revenge, man. Because look what you did to us. You took everything from us, man. All right? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 18 says, he shall be driven from light into darkness and chased out of the world.
Right. So, you're being found out to be very irrelevant in the earth, very insignificant. That's the word I was looking for. Very insignificant. The earth doesn't need Esau. The fact that you was only created to be a whooping stick, only created to destroy. Life can't flourish with destruction. So hey, you fulfilled your lot, and that's it. You got it, bro.
Yeah, verse 19. He shall neither have son nor nephew among his people, nor any remaining in his dwelling.
Right. Now, it also links up with Isaiah 14 and 21. But basically, the whole family of Edom. And see, this didn't happen in the Roman Jewish wars. The Edomites are still here, man. Okay? And if you understand prophecy, you can identify, okay, who's ruling the earth today. And you said how what Tazman had said yesterday, we were talking to Jake, dealing with who's on the dollar. You can narrow it down to who's ruling the earth just by looking at the money. Okay? Whose money is on the dollar? Even Dave Chappelle, when he was saying it, I think he said in the skit, but he said how the money looks like baseball cards with slave owners on them. And that's another thing. All the presidents had slaves, man. All right? And these presidents ain't nothing but modern day Caesars. So this is Rome coming back. All right? But it's that time when you going down and you're going down for good. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
This is verse 20. It says, they that come after him shall be astonished in his day.
And what happened to him? Because see, we're going to have books about it. The writings are going to continue in the kingdom. The fact that the Lord is going to have a high holy day to commemorate what happened to your world, all right, and what happened to Babylon the Great, what happened to, modern day Egypt, this new Egypt, America, that shows you that, in the kingdom of heaven, everybody's going to know about it, man. Astonished at your day, like, man, look what the Lord did to those Edomites, though. And like Elder Apostle Tahar, he said years ago, in the kingdom of heaven, now no one's going to live in America. But basically, for the Israelites, we're going to be flying in the chariots. And then, while we in the chariots, we actually going to fly over America. And we can look down at America and see how it's one gigantic, desert. And we're going to speak to our great-grandsons and daughters and be like, you know what? The Edomites actually was ruling over us in their land. Yeah, believe it or not. Yeah, the Edomites had control over us at one point in time. But yeah, you got it, bro.
It says, as they that went before thee were affrighted, surely such are the dwellings of the wicked, and this is the place of him that knoweth not the Most High.
And that's their inheritance. These are the judgments for the nation of Edom. And that's what they want to escape. That's why we're going back to Cain. You a fugitive and a vagabond because you don't want to be brought to justice. Well, it's too goddamn late, man.
They got the worst judgment Like going back to he's cursed
Yep.
above all, cattle, above all beasts of the field, which is other nation. No other nation has a harsher judgment, all right, in the scriptures than Esau Edom. Even when you go to the Zondervan, when it goes into Esau, it says, Esau Edom is the only nation, the neighboring nation of the Edom Israelites that are not, all right, prophesied to have any mercy. You see, there is no one who's finna go through a worse punishment on earth, than the nation of Esau Edom as a nation, man, woman, and child.
That's heavy because they said they're the only nation that's not promised any mercy.
Yep.
That's in the Zondervan. And your scholars wrote that. Mm-hmm. Your scholars, man. And it says how Edom figures prominently to the scene of great future judgment.
Mm-hmm.
What you got, Isaiah 34?
Yep.
Hey, and they got that precept in there too.
Yep.
You done, man.
Showing that the Zondervan, and it lets you know that they couldn't even find a precept that showed mercy for Esau, man.
They look for it.
Yeah, so how off is GOCC or any other Israelite camp that teaches Esau can make it? Here it is. You got men who that's their job is to search every precept, and they didn't find no precept. Here it is. These are Edomites, and they say, ain't no mercy for Esau Edom, man. So this man is finna receive the worst destruction in World War III in the return of Yahushua, and he's gonna have the worst captivity, and after that, this man gonna be exterminated.
Yep.
He's cursed above all these other heathens, man.
The vessels of wrath fitted for destruction. Mm-hmm. That's what you were created for, man. Because other nations, they gonna be here. Because their purpose is basically to serve us for an eternity. And they're gonna be in order to the best of their ability. They still gonna be judged every now and then, but they gonna be all right. But you, the earth don't need you. It's just that really this is for all creation's education. How will creation respond to the authority of the wicked? Because everything is suffering under you, man. Yeah. Yeah, you got it, bro.
That was it, bro.
Well, with that, Lord will you Akim, will Akim Waffle edified, and through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. All right, we're going to give all praises to our power. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakodash. Double honor to our apostles and elders, great millstone, who still rule well, being great examples unto all Israel, beginning with the elect. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect of Israel. Stay strong. We almost home. All right, and with that, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Wadash, Abad, Babal.